Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me. It is Beverly Lucas. I'm in the kitchen early in the morning, and you may say, does that girl have on her pajamas? Yes, she does, because it's early. So I dream about food, and then I wake up and I create food. So sometimes it's in my pajamas. Beverly, what are we going to make today in Beverly's kitchen? Well, we are going to make three items. First, we're going to make spicy buffalo wings with the buffalo sauce. I know all about the buffalo sauce. I lived in Buffalo for 20 years, worked in Buffalo, attended the State University of New York at Buffalo, both for my bachelor's and my master's degree. I know all about the Buffalo Bills, so I am a Buffalo girl. Round the outside, round the outside. So we're gonna make the buffalo wings. We are gonna make some spinach and mushrooms, and we're gonna make my famous Parmesan French fries baked. Okay, we're gonna start with the buffalo wings. As you know, wings are very expensive these days, and I'm just cooking for one. I always make that clear. I'm cooking for one. So I have 6 flats, and no, I have 3 flats, 3 drums. So I have 6 chicken wings here. The secret is the seasonings. We have garlic, we have onion powder, we have paprika, we have seasoning salt, we have black pepper, and of course we have regular salt. And also you have to have some flour. So we're gonna season the chicken with these seasonings. Then we're also gonna season the flour with these seasonings. And we're just gonna cook them in vegetable oil. And then I'm just old fashioned. I remember the mothers in the kitchen at church, after church, always had that brown paper bag. So we are gonna put the flour in the brown paper bag, the seasonings in the brown paper bag, and we're going to shake it up, and then we are going to fry it. For the sauce, I only use Kraft. I'm not endorsing any particular brand, but I'm showing you what I use. So I only use Kraft, and I only use the sweet honey Kraft barbecue sauce, any type of honey, Land O'Lakes butter. Land O'Lakes because my mother only used Land O'Lakes butter. So we have Land O'Lakes butter. And then we're gonna use the one and only Frank's Red Hot. People put this on everything. Let's get started. Okay, I have seasoned my chicken, as you can see there. And I'm about to show you something that I learned at the age, probably the age of 5, maybe even before that. But they would take the big brown bags. This is before there was plastic bags. Telling my age. So I just used probably about a half a cup of flour. I already put all the seasonings in there. About a half a teaspoon of the paprika, the seasoning salt, the garlic powder, and the onion powder. And you just take it. It's coming out the bottom, but that's how we do. This is the old-fashioned way. This is the good way. While I'm waiting for the grease to heat up, let me just mention that this recipe is in the cooking book, For the Love of Cooking. You can order this by going to fortheloveofcooking.biz. I'm a little bit old-fashioned because I learned how to cook. Not that my mother taught me, but she was always in the kitchen and I was always watching. So I get the love of cooking from my mother. Again, it's fortheloveofcooking.biz, or you can just go to beverlyslucas.com and it'll take you right to the website. Okay, while we are waiting for the heat to warm up, I am going to begin to slice my potatoes. What I'm doing is I'm using things that are in my pantry, so that's why these are not real huge. This is one of my favorites. It's one of my granddaughter. She and I discovered this recipe together, actually during the pandemic. So I'm gonna take these potatoes here. We are going to take some olive oil, and we're just gonna pour a little olive oil over everything. Just gonna go just like this to make sure everything is coated. I have the oven heated at 400 degrees, and we're gonna use some of the same seasonings. I put on some onion salt. We're going to put on some garlic salt. Oh, some Old Bay. Some Old Bay. So I didn't have that in the introduction, but we have some Old Bay. Let me just say this. Let me say, do what it is that you love to do. I'm in the kitchen early in the morning making this video for no other reason than this is what I love to do. As I talk to people, as I counsel, whether it's students, whether it's any of my mentees, my question is always, what is it that you love to do? Knowing that it is not the best cook or culinary expert that writes the book. It's not. It's the one who takes the time and sacrifices to make it happen. It is not the best intelligent person that starts the business. No, it is not. It's the person that sits down and makes a business plan in order to get it started. What am I saying to you? I'm saying that do what you love to do. I'm in the kitchen. My tag is the kitchen is the place where I love to be. You know, for the bride looking for recipes, for the person looking to impress a date, for the college student that realized they never learned how to cook, for all these reasons, for the grandparent who wants to make precious memories in the kitchen. This is why I do For the Love of Cooking Fridays. So thank you for indulging me in that. Okay, I think the oil is ready. I have a thermometer, but I'm so used to just knowing when it's ready. You just take a little water and flick it in there, and that will tell you that the temperature is right, which is 350 degrees. Okay, while the chicken is frying, we're gonna go ahead and prepare the mushrooms. And we really don't wash off mushrooms because they already contain a lot of moisture. So what you want to do is you want to take a paper towel and you can just take off all the dirt. And I think that I'm going to add some onions to this. Okay, so we're gonna make the buffalo sauce. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of butter. I have my chicken right here, draining. And while that is melting, I'm gonna put about a 1/4 cup of sweet honey barbecue sauce. To that, I'm gonna eyeball it. Probably about a tablespoon of butter. No, I'm sorry, a tablespoon of honey. I could re-edit that, but why? That happens. And Frank's Red Hot sauce. And again, I'm gonna eyeball this. And this is going to be maybe a tablespoon. And then I'm just going to taste it, and that'll tell me what it needs. Now, the one thing about the sauce is you have to coat the chicken while the sauce and the chicken is still hot. So we're gonna put in our chicken here. And this is what we do. Let me see, can I do it? Let me get my gloves. Just gonna take it. And we're just gonna shake it up. That's how you do it. As my daughter say, ooh, child. And here are our mushrooms and onions. And I just put in the garlic. So the chicken wings are done. Now, how beautiful is that? Not only does it look beautiful, I already know. I already know how it tastes. I've been making this for years. I already know how it tastes. So we still have our spinach with mushrooms cooking. And our potatoes are still in the oven. Those are almost done. I cook because the kitchen is the place where I love to be. Think about what you could be doing, what you should be doing. Not because you have to, but because it's for the love that it makes your heart so excited. I'm so excited. Dinner is complete and it looks oh so good. We have our tangy buffalo wings. We have our Parmesan potatoes. So good. And we have our spinach and mushrooms. The funny thing about making this meal is realizing, I think I told you one time that one of my daughters does not like her food to touch. And I don't know where she gets that from, but today I realized where she gets that from. She gets that from her mama. I don't like for my food to touch. I like to eat everything individually. I usually don't like a whole bunch of things mixed up unless the meal or the dish is mixed up. So I just find that just hilarious. I don't like my food to touch. Thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Beverly Lucas. I am the author of For the Love of Cooking. And I would love for you to join me on next week because every week I promise you there is going to be a video on YouTube. So I ask that you like and I ask that you share and I ask that you comment on anything. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to applause. I'm open to all of that. So I am looking to engage with you. I'm not new to cooking. I've been doing this for a long time. I couldn't do what I do unless I've been doing it. So I've been cooking for over 30 years, not only for my family, but for others. And during the pandemic, it just became an opportunity for me to highlight what I was doing. The result was the cookbook. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, you know, in the midst of all my other priorities in life. But I would love, please like, please share, and please comment. And especially if you make any of the dishes that you see, make sure that you take a picture. Whether you post it on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you post it, make sure that you just tag me so that I can just see that what I'm doing, that you are watching, because you are important to me. Thank you again. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. No words. No words.